Hey everyone, just wanted to do a small update. I recently found out about how to do variables that can be manipulated in the game engine but also be read from the shaders itself. Usually you can't. Each shader is like its own FX file, and there's not really too much information that I thought you can send from the engine to the game, but I recently found out you can do that and kind of went not nuts, but I just did a little small back-end stuff, so I'll show you. Alright, so this is all pertaining to the shadows, and I can control it from the engine itself, which I'll show you. So I can turn the shadows on or off. Right? How bright the shadow is. Oh, the highlight. Alright, how blurry the shadow is. This isn't really a blur per se, just the way I did it. It was just multi-sampling the depth, and you can see it's each of them is just another shadow, a crisp shadow, but how close you are they are to each other is what I'm controlling through the engine. See, it's a very crisp shadow, but if I blur it, you can have a somewhat decent blur depending on the distance. The opacity, you can change the shadow opacity, so I can make like an overcast sky. I can change the how dark the shadow is. Right, here's the shadow resolution. I can change it so it's much more higher resolution, but it also means that things are drawing the shadow distance a little bit. It lowers, see? But so what I could do, I can change it in real time if I wanted to zoom into an object very close. And the sun angle, there's a rotation. That was already done before. How high the sun is. See, it's now, sun is much higher now, up there. Now I want to put the sun directly on top of everybody. Now this shadow, yeah. So let me see if I can make it an overcast sky like it was raining. So let me change the shadow resolution a little bit wider. Right. Let me change the how bright it is. Make it a little bit dark. And the shadow bright. Shadow opacity. Let's do QE. It looks kind of overcast. The sky dome doesn't really reflect it. I have to fix that. But yeah. If I set some gray clouds, it can definitely look like it's raining. Or it was raining. So then what else I did, I was able to do I want to tie some post-processing stuff to the global variables or engine variables. And currently one that I'm working on is a simple, see, it's on-screen. One second, let me change all the, I'm able to apply shaders to the screen, which I was able to do a glass. So maybe if the player dies, I can break the screen, put a little crack there. There's also, I don't know if you can see it, there's a vignette in the corners of the window. You can see how the glass, it's a normal map I just downloaded from online, and it's distorting everything, which is pretty cool. See? Then I also did just a simple fade. So it's just multiplying the screen, the final image, by just a value by 0 or 1. So from 0. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Small update. It's pretty fun. I have to kind of stop working on this framework and actually make a game, but I just find always new things to work on and add it into the engine, spend a little time working on it, and then moving on to something else. So it's kind of like a hobby, building this framework, but I have to come up with some game ideas to actually make a game. So yeah, that's pretty much everything so far.